Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. Finch is back, back, back. Tell a friend, friend, friend. Guess who's back? 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 Da na 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 da na na. I created a monster because nobody wants to see Mike no more. They want Finch. I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want Finch, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor. Some vodka to jumpstart my heart quicker than the shocks when I get shocked at the hospital with the doctor when I'm not cooperating. When I'm rocking the table while he's operating. You waited this long to stop debating because I'm back. I'm on the rack. I'm ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicating. So the FCC won't let me be or let me be me. So let me see. They tried to shut me down on YouTube, but it feels so empty without me. And so I'm back from Europe, motherfuckers. I'm back. I have wisdom now, okay? I was gone for 2 weeks. I conquered the Swiss Alps. I drank from a waterfall. I witnessed the genius of Michelangelo's paintings in the Sistine Chapel. And I'm back a changed man. But you know what won't change, folks? I do my fucking research and I win bets when I bet on fist fights. And I will take my expertise and I will get back to work. So here are my most confident picks for UFC 306 in the Sphere. I'm going to go with Yazmin Uruguay. I know Yazmin Uruguay is going to be in probably a drawn out fight in this one where it's going to be a little back and forth, but I think she's the more technical striker. I do like her ability to do damage. So give me Uruguay over Souza. Give me Manuel Torres. I like Manuel Torres because he's got better hands than Ignacio Bahamondes. Manuel Torres is just a dangerous striker. Bahamondes is great at range, and he's got Bilal Muhammad in his corner, but give me Mr. Torres. Then I'm going Raul Rosas Jr. I know it's priced so crazy you can't bet on it, but it's my most confident picks. If you want my bets, I already posted those on Telegram, link in channel and description. And then I'll go with the main event, but I'm going to keep tight-lipped on that one because, come on, folks, I dropped it like a week ago already on Telegram, so I'm going to sub it in for something, okay? So I bet on the main event. I did. But I'm going to sub it in for the free show. You ready? I got one for you. I hope you like this. I really like my most confident pick this weekend is a BKFC title fight. I believe Alberto Blas is going to blast through. I'm talking first round knockout. And it's not too crazy. I mean, I know sometimes people see like 4-1 and they're like, I can't bet that. That's ridiculous. When you think it's really like a 10-1 where you're like super, super confident, sometimes it's worth a touch. I've done it a few times and, it's nice making money. So I'll say my most confident pick this entire week, giving you a BKFC one now to give you my fifth, is Alberto Blas. The kid's got super fast hands. He just won the title in BKFC. Absolute beast. He's the main event. All right. For the people in the back, Yazmin Uruguay, Manuel Torres, Raul Rosas Jr. I do like something in the main event of UFC 306, but we'll go with Alberto Blas. There are other fights I like on this card. I'm dropping a few, picks on the free channel. You can go check that out on Telegram as well. Support Telegram. The guy's in freaking French prison or some shit right now. All right. Can we get some love for Telegram? Folks, how are you? Are you well? I am well. I traveled to London. I then took a train under the sea to get to France, specifically Paris. Although I ventured outside of Paris, Palace of Versailles, a little outside, right? Ate inside the Eiffel Tower for my 5-year anniversary with wifey. That was nice. And then from there I went to Switzerland, did some hiking. Did a Via Ferrata. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's like you walk on staples on the side of a mountain, and there's just a mile of nothing underneath your feet. It's pretty spectacular. Great way to get the heart rate up. And then the final stop was Italy, specifically Rome. And if your girlfriend's ever asked you how much you think of the Roman Empire, if you're like me, you said, hey, just yesterday, right? I mean, very, very cool history there. The Colosseum was very cool. I am not a religious man, but I will say it felt like a religious experience looking at Michelangelo's paintings in the Sistine Chapel. I really meant that shit. That was phenomenal. It's got the whole heaven and hell thing. And then he's got on the ceiling the story of man. You won't find somebody who believes in human evolution more than me. I mean, not even believes in, it's the wrong way to say it, accepts the overwhelming evidence in favor of the theory of evolution. But my goodness, I mean, Michelangelo is a artistic genius. To think that he was a sculptor and painted that. Am I off topic? How are you guys? Save Humanity says O'Malley and Diego Lopes. Yo, Mike Finch, I've been trying to join the premium channel, but no one's hit me back. Don Life, that is blasphemy. Go to @MikeFinchShow on Instagram. And if you have any issue, you could always DM me on Instagram @MikeFinchMMA. Just ask. I respond to everybody. I'm a nice guy. I'm an available guy. All right. @MikeFinchShow. Everybody gets a response pretty quickly. And hopefully you do as well. Welcome back, my guy. $2 dono from Your New Vibe. That's the vibe I'm looking for. Thank you, Your New Vibe. Welcome back, my guy. Number 1 in the game. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think so. I think the stats are showing it. I should do some legit stats. I need somebody to help me put promotional content together, okay? Because why is it a secret? You know? 5-0 on this show last week. And, man, I think I'm confident this week. Judging by how much I bet, I hope so. Finch is back. Yes, I am, Pepino. Go. Thank you, Dylan Summers. I don't know why I'm going backwards in the chat today. Why Ursig yapping again? I am far more handsome than Steve Ursig, all right? Don't disrespect my face like that. Welcome back, Mike. Glad you had a great trip. Let's fucking go. Smash the likes, guys. Smash the likes. I got 125 people in here and 30 likes. You fucking freeloaders. If you like the show, like and subscribe. Come on. Didn't I tell you? Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Friend. Guess who's back? I'm back, man. Good to be back. Let's talk some fist fights. You guys want to talk about some of these? Let's fucking dig into it. All right. We'll start with the Yazmin fight. Look, Ketlen Souza's not impressive. She does throw hard shots, but she's so much shorter. Let me see. So we got 11-1, 25-year-old Yazmin Jauregui. That's the pronunciation I'm going with. They're both short girls, actually. She's only 5'3", too. Ketlen Souza has a lot of trouble with technical striking. You also saw her get submitted by Karine Silva in a submission she clearly should have gotten out of. You just pretty much want to hide the foot and start hitchhiking out, just getting up on one foot, turning away. It was relatively embarrassing to get caught in that submission. And you know, we've seen her get outstruck back in 2020. So it's been 4 years, but I think that she's going to have trouble in this fight because she's not as technical of a striker as Yazmin. Yazmin can blitz well at times. Like if anybody's going to finish, it's probably going to be Yazmin. And that's funny to say since obviously I'm giving Ketlen Souza her credit. She does throw everything into every strike. I don't think it'll be enough. I think she's getting beat up in this fight. So, yeah, give me Yazmin via decision. Manuel Torres, this is a fun one. Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Ignacio Bahamondes has been training with Bilal Muhammad, as usual, and you got to think his confidence is high. I mean, Ignacio Bahamondes having the new champ in his corner, there's something special about that. There's something different about that when you get into a fight with somebody who's you believe is not, that championship level. You're like, but I train with the champ all the time. I could beat this 155er. I think that Ignacio Bahamondes is going to be in good form, but his boxing's not good. I mean, why is nobody else talking about this? I watch around. I think I need to go watch MMA Experts show this week. But I watch. I hear people, and nobody's mentioned that Manuel Torres is a way better puncher than Ignacio Bahamondes. I mean, that's the obvious difference, right? The speed, the danger of Torres. So I really like Torres in this matchup. They're both tall. They're both long. They're both good kickers. You might even say Ignacio's a little smoother. I mean, I remember back when my former coach, current friend, Pat Curran, the Bellator featherweight champ, Pat Curran trained with Ignacio Bahamondes. I asked him, "Hey, who have you been training with? Who's like next up? Who's the next one up?" And this was before Ignacio was signed to the UFC. He said, "There's this kid. He's I don't want to get it wrong. He's not Mexican. Somewhere south of the border. He is a tremendous kickboxer. Keep your eye out for Ignacio Bahamondes." Sure enough, and I've bet on Ignacio Bahamondes and made money on him before, but in this matchup, I think Manuel Torres is fast hands. If Ignacio wants to get a little froggy, go to war with the Mexican, they have a Mexican-style fight. I like the power of Manuel Torres, man. I'm very impressed by him. Super fun guy to watch. Raul Rosas Jr. in a wrestle fest, I guess. Do I really have to break this one down? He's going to try to give him a nice hug. Come here. He's going to try to cuddle him, read him a bedtime story, It'd be cool to see him strike a little bit more in this fight, but probably not. Probably just wrestle his way to a decision. That kicks off the night, right? First fight of the night. How about that? Raul Rosas Jr.'s got a name. He's got a chin. He's got a name. So it's interesting to see him as the first fight of the night. Decision. And then the main event. I dropped this one last week, but think about it. I recorded it 2.5 weeks ago now. So I've been on this one for a while. And super excited for this UFC main event. But my substitute for it was the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships title fight, which is Alberto Blas. I believe Alberto Blas is an absolute beast. Alberto Blas has some of the fastest hands I've ever fucking seen. He's a very talented young man at 29 years of age. This Ryan Reber guy he's fighting, I have looked into, but this Ryan Reber guy is going to a draw with Travis Thompson. If you guys are deep into bare knuckle, I mean a little bit more gatekeeper level. Beat Derek Perez, beat Anthony Foy, but these wins are not going to be at the level of the speed that Alberto Blas is going to put on you. And quick combinations and dynamic ones too. And he moves his feet just as fast as his hands. So he closes the distance really quickly. I think it's a first round finish for Alberto Blas, folks. And I don't see the odds right here, but I think it was like around minus 400. So it is what it is. Obviously, it's not the best odds when you get a blowout fight like this. But I'm putting the flag up. I'm letting you know. There's a BKFC pick for you, Alberto Blas. Let's go. Hey, Mike, Grasso or Valentina? Come on. Alberto, I got you. You ready? I believe the better fighter is Valentina Shevchenko. She is a better fighter than Alexa Grasso. Did you watch those fights? Valentina was winning the first fight up until she missed a spinning back kick, and it changed her fucking career. Amazing play run by Alexa Grasso, who, by the way, weighed in pigtails. I'm married, but wow. And then after the first fight, Alexa Grasso comes in as a dog against Valentina Shevchenko because people know. Alexa, stop. The thing from Amazon's talking to me. Unbelievable. Rude. Who watched the debate? Sorry if you did. I understand why everyone is saying Grasso. She took an L and then a draw in the last two fights, but I'm looking deeper than that. I'm actually watching tape. Novel idea, right? I'm actually going back and watching tape. And when you do that, what you'll see is that in both fights, Valentina Shevchenko can outstrike Alexa Grasso all day if she just sticks to the jab. Single shots, quick, 1-2s mixed in there, few kicks. In both fights, Valentina was finding her jab all night. She has timing on Grasso all night. Grasso only has these epic moments of aggression where she'll go while you go and she'll find a shot. The spinning back kick really did Shevchenko in the first fight. And then if you remember, Shevchenko planted her feet through a longer combination. That's when Alexa Grasso put a cross through and sat her on her ass. Second round of the second fight, I believe. We saw that Valentina Shevchenko is a better striker than Alexa Grasso. Her stance is more disciplined. Her strikes have more pop. She has more speed. She has more snap. She could beat her with that jab. All she got to do is just fucking sit there and jab her all night. She'll jab her up. Her body lock takedowns were hitting. In that second fight, she got a bunch of body lock takedowns. She would get her hands clasped, get her hands around her forearms or elbows, pinch them in tight, do a lat pull on the lower back, and then just press forward. And Alexa Grasso was just falling over. And Grasso did club her with that big shot, but besides that, Valentina can beat Alexa with single shots, quick 1-2s, and then takedowns, right? She took Grasso down multiple times, and it's a shame that Valentina Shevchenko's grappling's not a little better. It's a real shame because she's so close to GOAT. So close. Even Amanda Nunes gets on top of you. She knows how to pin you. She knows how to control you. And you see Shevchenko make mistakes, and I have two examples from that second fight. Okay, in the second fight, 2 minutes left in the fourth round, Alexa Grasso posts her hands on the mat, scoots her hips into the fence, and is posted up on her hands and her glutes, right? Shevchenko, in response to this, tries to crawl up the body. So Shevchenko is on the hips, loses control of the hips. Amanda was able to pull him all the way to the fence. So she tries to crawl her body. Well, Amanda just builds up to her base and stands back up, and then it's a competitive fight. And then, kind of gave the fight up in these little moments. Remember, it was a draw. A moment like this matters. What she should have done is pull those legs together, wrap her legs around in a sort of a triangle position around the ankles and control the legs. You climb a person like a ladder, right? So you could start with the lower body, work up to the upper body. So when she loses control of the hips, she can go back to controlling the legs, straighten the legs out, wrap those legs up, watch Jake Shields fights, watch Habib, watch the Dagestanis do this. Right? You can control someone's legs. You control their ability to stand up. They can't. They have to address that first. And as they start to turn away from you, you could crawl up the body then. She's just making fundamental mistakes. These are MMA basics, should be MMA basics at this point. And she's not doing that. Not having those wrinkles in her game makes this fight close. I mean, Alexa can fight. She can burst, and she's Mexican tough. She's super mentally strong. You got to think she's got the belt. She got to keep it even though it was a draw. That's what happens when you're the champ. And it's Mexican. It's the Mexican show at the Sphere. So I'm sure. If any bullshit decision happens, it's not going to be for the not Mexican, right? So all these factors matter. Okay, one more. It was like round 2 or round 3. Dominic Cruz goes, she can't escape that way. Grasso immediately escapes the back control of Shevchenko, it's just clockwork. When Dominic Cruz says on the mic, this can't happen, it's immediately going to happen. Right? I mean, I always say this one, but my favorite is Rose Namajunas. It's on the fence. And Jessica Andrade has her hands clasped. And Rose is going for the Kimura grip, double wrist lock grip. And Dominic Cruz goes, she can't lift from here immediately. Rose Namajunas is hoisted into the air by... Why am I forgetting her name now? I just said it. Rose Namajunas is being hoisted into the air by Jessica Andrade and then spiked down on her head and concussed. Knocked out with a slam. Not only can she lift her from there, Dom, she's going to create the biggest slam highlight in women's MMA history. You silly person. Anyway, the way that Grasso was able to turn away and escape, you saw that Shevchenko didn't know how to do a cross-body ride. You want to, if you have the left hook in, you have to have the right underhook. You have the right hook in, you have to have the left underhook. Maybe a power half. A clamp. Just some fundamentals that are missing in Shevchenko's game. Can we shit on Dom one more time? It's like end of round 4, like the very last seconds. Dominic Cruz goes, that heel hook is locked in. That's a dangerous situation for Shevchenko. Meanwhile, Shevchenko is so not in danger. She's not even like turning away. She's just looking at Alexa Grasso. She's not even addressing it. It's not close. The knee is clearly past the hip line. Alexa's legs are wide open. Dom's like, this is dangerous. Dominic Cruz is a great fighter, but holy shit with the commentary. Holy shit. Your new vibe. There was also a 10-8 round, and he's rolling his eyes at me. Yeah, they called the round a 10-8 round when Alexa Grasso dropped her. But she dropped her, vibe, because Shevchenko planted her feet and threw more than 2 punches. I think if you're playing Shevchenko like a video game, she should be able to pitch a shutout against Alexa Grasso. She has to be able to jab her up, use movement, timing, just technically strike with her, not plant her feet and bang with her, where she's going to get a response. She has to move after she strikes. So pop and then move, pop, move, pop, move. She does that the whole fight. She'll dominate her. And then the takedowns. She needs to mix in these takedowns. And she was doing it. So, yeah, the 10-8 round is why it was a draw. Mexicans are so fast. My gardener's so fast, but he takes many naps. That's fucked up, Donald Trump. T-City looking like low T-City. I like it. All right. I'm wrapping it up. What up, Calabrese? I'm wrapping it up. Your vibe says I was rolling my eyes at the judges. Well, thank you for being respectful to me. Folks, I'm back. I asked I was like, I should dye my hair. I told my wife, I should dye my hair. She's like, don't dye your hair. Don't do it. I was going to go blonde. I was going to do the full Slim Shady for you guys. I'm back. The song is Without Me by Slim Shady. I'm a decent lyricist, I must say. But that's Slim Shady. I can't take credit for that one. What I can take credit for is I just put my 5 most confident bets over on the premium channel. If you want to check them out, the link is in the description of this video. It's also in my channel link. It's also at Mike Finch Show on Instagram. If you want to hop into premium, if you want to hop in the free channel, the link's right there. Do it. Do it. Come see us. I'm going to drop some free plays in the free channel as well. Didn't talk about the whole card with you guys. So come hang out on Telegram, all right? Let's get this guy out of French prison. Everybody, I appreciate you coming by. I'm super excited for the Sphere card. I'm not going because I just got back from Rome. Can I relax? Can I relax? But until next time, it's peace and love.